Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. You beloved of the Guru, you know that in my earlier posts, I had been talking about the Sikh morchas, that is, Sikh movements like Singh Swa movement, Gurdwara Reform movement, etc. It was just in the beginning of the 19th century. The movements became successful and how they were unique. I had discussed certain features to tell you about their uniqueness and their success story. What did they achieve? They achieved freedom of Gurdwaras, the same achieved even a stimulus for the freedom movement of the country. The 19th century witnessed a great feature of the Sikhs, and that was their valor, that is their bravery. British rule was there in Punjab as well as in other parts of the country, and they recognized Sikhs as the martial race because of this great feature of their personality. This valor had grown because of many factors, including the training and the teachings given by the gurus and the combination of bhakti and shakti. That was the main preaching. This affected the Sikhs and they became very brave. Whenever there was an attack on them, they had to fight. They never attacked anyone, but they had to defend themselves right from the time of Shri Guru Hargobind Sahib. Shri Guru Hargobind Sahib gave them training in arms, but even then, whatever battles were fought during each period, the Sikhs fought vigorously and won those battles or sacrificed themselves despite the fact that they were still having training of using arms. During the time of Shri Guru Gobind Singh Ji also, the Sikhs were very few in numbers as against the heavy numbers of forces, the mighty forces of Mughal Empire, the Hill Rajas, and all other governors ruling in Punjab and other parts, nearby parts. So the one feature which came out prominently, and that was that whatever battle was fought by Sikhs, they fought it bravely in spite of this accepted fact that many of those battles were unmatched because the number of Sikhs as against their enemies was too small. The unmatched battles included those of Anandpur Sahib, Chamkor Sahib. Even after the period of Guru Sahiban, this tradition of valor and the bravery displayed by the Sikhs during battles and wars continued. And even when they had to fight the unmatched number of enemies, they proved their ability, they proved their qualities of valor, patience, and fair fighting. One battle which I would like to tell about in this post, and that is the Battle of Saragarhi, a unique battle in the history of the battles of the world. Saragarhi was a small village in the border district of Kohat, now in Pakistan. This area in the northwest frontier, called Waziristan, was under the control of the Britishers after the annexation of Punjab. However, the Afghans were always attacking such areas with a view to capture those portions of their territory which Maharaja Ranjit Singh had conquered from them. Maharaja Sahib had got constructed certain forts to have an effective control of the area. These forts were continued to be guarded by the British through their forces. The two forts, Forts Lockhart and Fort Gulistan, were significant in this regard because if these forts were captured by the Afghans, then they could easily enter the areas of the Britishers. So the Britishers always took care of these forts and posted brave persons. However, the distance between these two forts was quite big. So, for having a proper communication, a relay post was created at Saragarhi. When Afghans in big number of around 10,000 attacked this post on 12 September in 1897, their intention was to snap the communications and control the forts. This port of Saragarhi was being guarded by 21 6 of 36th Battalion, and they were informed by their general that immediate help could not be sent to them. So they had to fight with the Afghan to save the post. Havaldar Ishar Singh inspired his men to defend their post in the best tradition of their race and regiment. They were not there to hand over the post to the enemy and seek safety elsewhere. They knew that they would not be able to hold back 10,000 tried men, but they would not allow them to move till the last of them had died, and that they proved by giving their lives. All of them fought vigorously, and even the last person killed so many Afghans and then sacrificed his life for saving the post. The Afghans had to retreat. This was such a great victory that when the news of this victory reached British Parliament, the British Parliament was in session at that time. They all stood up and paid respect to all the 21 martyrs who had saved this post and saved the forts. Not only this, it is recorded on the records of the British Parliament when it is stated that it is no exaggeration to record that the armed forces which possess valiant Sikhs cannot face defeat in a war. This great battle of Saragarhi is one of the 8 stories of the collective bravery published by UNESCO, and it has been taught in schools to the children. It's also commemorated by 3 Gurdwaras now standing at Amritsar, Firozpur, and Saragarhi. This day is observed every year with honor and respect. People remember this battle and it will remain immortal. And the bravery of Sikhs will also remain immortal. That is a unique fact about this battle. A web series and a Hindi film Kesari have been made on this battle as token of remembrance for the movie. The bravery of the Sikhs will continue to be narrated by me in my subsequent posts also. Till then, I take your leave. Kindly go on liking these posts and subscribing to this channel, Uniqueness of Sikhism. I shall be grateful. Thank you very much. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.